G'day, my name is Tom, this is the Tafflace YouTube channel. Welcome back to some more Prepar3D. This is the last time we're going to be playing this game before Flight Simulator 2020 comes out, but we will revisit it in the future. We are starting here at my local airport, my local international airport I should say. This is Adelaide International Airport. We are starting here, and we are flying to Sydney. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because this is a flight I did at the start of this year before... I don't know why that's not working, before the whole lockdown situation started. I need to do that really quickly. Yes, if you enjoyed the road, I guess you can call it road to P3D, road to FS2020 series. Make sure you do leave a like down below. If you're stopping by for the first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, let's open every door that we can. And yes, you can see all the ground services X is working. Also, I have changed my weather engine. I no longer use the global FS real weather system, whatever it is for P3D. The main reason is because for some reason it decided to crap out when I updated to Windows 10 2004 the other day, which now works perfectly fine. I had it before on this computer for like a month, and I had to go back to the older update because for some reason it had some weird issues with Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome and everything like that, suddenly stopping working. I think that was ever since I changed to the Chromium Microsoft Edge, I think. But yeah. Anyway, without further ado, we are going to start planning this flight because we are running out of time here. We're going to go to the menu. Actually, no, I need to go back inside the aircraft, don't I? Right, I'm sorry for the bit of a here. But yeah, I hope you guys are still excited for Flight Simulator 2020 as much as I am. Flight Simulator 2020 is I can't even believe it's happening. That's the situation I'm saying. I'm just going to put the parking brakes on for a second. We're going to start turning on everything really quickly. And then we'll start planning out the flight, which I have a route done by PFPX, which I still use. I'll probably still be using it in FS2020. I'm not too sure how that's going to work. Otherwise, I'll just use the standard flight planner. Apparently, it's pretty good. Yeah, so it's currently raining, so what I need to do is turn on the ground power. No, we'll turn on the battery first. So the battery is up here, so you can click this on. And you can see all the lights come alive, and then you go to ground power. I'll go ground power first, and then I'll go turn on all the fuel pumps. Actually, no, don't turn on fuel pumps on yet, because we don't have fuel. Now we're going to go up to the very top here. This is the very first thing you do. You see these switches here? Click them to align. What I usually do is wait for the on DC light to go out, and then when it says aligning, then it's aligning, I flick it to nav. Just like that. And then these screens should be coming up momentarily. We're going to go to FMC. It says the identification. We are the 737-800 NGXu. This is, by the way, this is by PMDG. I forgot to mention that. We're flying to Qantas Victor Hotel Victor X-Ray Mike is the actual registration. And we're flying, as I said, the PMDG 737-800 NGXu. I'm just going to press B to calibrate my barometer. So we're going to go to position initial. So we are at Yankee Papa Alpha Delta. Oh, what? Oh, I didn't type it right. Oops. Yankee Papa Alpha Delta. We'll come up on here, and then we are at gate 21 for our gate here. There we go. You can see all the screens just came up. So we're going to click this, set the IRS position to that. There you go, and you can see it all calibrated nicely. Very easy. So now we're going to click on the route. Right. So we are doing QFA. I need to close the doors. Give me 2 seconds here, because otherwise it's going to keep digging at me. Close both doors from the side there. There we go. Now I'll go back to the initial route. No, that's not the route. QFA 766 is our flight. Just like that. We're going to request it. We go to generic. That's where I saved it. And we've got this right here. Select. Request it, and then it will do its thing. It will load up the uplink thing. It works. This actually works really flawless. Actually, this thing. request. So you'll see it come up for in a second, hopefully. Route uplink ready, we load it. It's loading into the system right here, so you'll see it come up with like a navigation feed. In a moment, once it wants to load. There we go, you can see that. And we're taking off runway 23. And then you can see we can do this loop to go down that way. And then we go activate, execute. There we go, so then now it turns pink, which is what you used to see. Alright, then we go to the performance initial. So all the performance initial stuff. What I do is just click on this. It calculates your zero fuel weight for you, which is just like that. There we go. Our reserves was 6.3 tons. So 6.3. Now, I was going to originally plan to do a cruising altitude of flight level 390, but this plane can't handle it for some reason. We're doing a cost index of 20 for Qantas domestic flights. We're going to do flight level 370 as our cruising altitude. Let's get the winds. It says max altitude 367, just ignore that.
Adelaide Airport.
Okay, so it is 302 at 12 currently. So I'll put the current winds in for now. 302 at 12. And there we go. Well, I guess we could just press this anyway. I don't know what that does. But anyway. Execute. There we go. So there we go. We just executed that. We'll just load it in. Execute. It says 350, okay, so we might do 350. Okay, next. Okay, that's all good. So now we need to go to climb. Yep, flight, execute the climbing, V, cruise. Yep, cool, and then we got another set. There we go, awesome. Very easy to set up this aircraft, I can say. Right, we're going to start doing our flows on here. I'm just going to do what I usually do. So we just got the dabs on, so that's all good. That's all aligned. Don't think we need window heat right now, but we're going to turn the probe heats on. There we go. There we go here. We don't need to worry about that at all. I don't think. We're going to turn the yaw damper on for autopilot, which we will be using. FMC is on both. Okay, we've got automatic stuff in. Fuel pumps can. Have we got the fuel truck on the way yet? Okay, hang on. Oh, great. It's going to have this. I'm sorry, guys. No. Yes. Okay, I think GSX has had another problem. I've always had this issue. I'm just going to quickly flick this on. Therefore, we are actually just going to go straight to takeoff, unfortunately. So I was going to do a quick load of the fuel, and then we're just going to get out of here. Because for some reason, GSX is having an issue today. It was working fine when I did the test flight, just to see if it's actually something I could do, which it is. So we can go forecast if we want to. We can request that. So I was going to do this really quickly. I'm just doing it here because that's just where the thing is. Right, load the forecast winds in. I don't know if that's going to work. Anyway. Oh, it did work. Sweet. There you go. Got all your winds ready to go. Perfect. That's good. Now, we're just going to go to FS action, fuel, set full, because I always just do full fuel. Sorry, like I said, it's not going to be realistic. And now, we'll just go straight to pushback because something's seriously up with GSX today. Which we might have a little chat about GSX. So now we're going to turn on all the fuel pumps, turn the APU on, turn the ground power off. So to turn the APU on, you first turn it on to on. And then go to start. Just like that. Then we just wait for the EGT to come up. And that's when you know the APU has successfully started. And then we'll just go straight to a pushback and then get going. Because, and now it's going to get clearance delivery really quickly.
Adelaide, clearance delivery, Qantas 766, this type Boeing 737, IFR Sydney, ready to copy. Qantas
12,000 feet to our initial climb.
Sydney Airport is filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain altitude.
runway heading. I'll put that as magnitude heading of 230.
118.2, clock 6131. Qantas 766 cleared to Sydney Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain altitude 12,000. Departure on
So our flight altitude is going to be flight level 360.
Correct. Contact ground on 121.7.
Right, I'm going to turn all the other blades off because otherwise the engines don't start. So I've got all the engines. The packs can stay off, these two can come off because they... Alright. The APU is on and alive, so we can just turn on APU generators, turn off the ground power, just like that. Turn the generator buses on, just like so. Actually those lights go off. Yep. Put the seatbelt signs on and press something. Isolation valve can go auto. The packs can stay off for now whilst we're starting the aircraft. We'll turn on the hydraulic pumps. There we go, window heats. We might as well turn the window heats. Actually, no, we don't need to worry about that. 30 degrees apparently. Somewhere. We'll turn the crossfades on as well. Why not? Turn the valve on for the crossfade. We'll turn on the lights. So we say we've got power to the aircraft, the anti-collision, position lights, turn it on, logo lights, select logo lights, and put the wipers on because it's rainy. And yeah, I believe we're ready to go. Shall we go? Yeah, let's go. Let's go and press pushback. Let's get going. So let's do this and press Control Shift F12 to open up that. There is press prepare for pushback and departure with Qantas. Of course, go off by Qantas, all the doors are needed shut, so just quickly do that now. Just have a float all that things and go through the safety briefing now. There we go. Away we go. Closing all the doors. And hopefully we are getting to go. There we go. Good to know. Everything's shut. So we've got the APU on. I just need to go ahead and disconnect everything from the ground services here. So let's do that. Ground services. We're going to disconnect the ground plug and remove the chocks. Just like that. And we'll start with engine 2 when we're starting. So what I usually do, I'll show you what I do. Wait, hopefully the engine starts this time because I have had issues with it not starting. We are going to go, let's see, left goes that way, so we're going to go right.
Departure check completed. Bypass when emergency push. All engines clear. Start as well.
Start engine 2. Have we got what? Have we got? Yeah, we've got engine starting. Awesome. Engine 2 is in fact starting. So what I usually do is start at about the fuel cut off by about 20%. I reckon will be good. There we go. Engine 2 is alive. So that will start up. There we go. You can see the N1's climbing. The oil pressure's climbing, which is good, which is what we're looking for. And then we'll wait for the start valve to go off. Yeah, you can see us turning on the PFD or MFD, whatever it is on here. There we go, we are alive and working. I'll wait for the start valve to go off before I start the next engine. Our oil pressure's up and rising nicely. There we go, you can hear it tick off then, so let's do the next one.
Set parking brakes.
Move an engine blade on, all the blades on now. Setting parking brakes, so you can see it all coming alive now. Wait till we go and double check in a minute. There we go, it's climbing up. Put the fuel cut off on. Or fuel to cut off on to fuel to idle, and then it will start right up for you. That's how easy it is to start with. Okay, now because we confirm a good engine start now, so now we won't confirm it yet. So our exhaust gas temperature is at 414. There we go, our oil pressure's up. All the lights are off. Make sure everything's all set here. I think we're ready to go, I reckon. That's great. That's how easy it is. I think the older versions were a little bit harder. from memory. But yeah, the reason why I'm picking this flight too. This is there we go. We can say we have a good engine start. Perfect. We need to sort out the takeoff power right thing. Okay, takeoff. We're going to do flaps 5 degrees. And then that's our V1 rotate and our V2 speed. So there we go. And then we'll come up here. Wait for them to unlock the gear and then we can get going. There we go. We're running nice and calmly now. We're ready to take off. That's how easy it is. I can't wait. So yeah, you can see it here. We can see we've got the wipers on because it's raining. Hopefully it's not raining in Sydney. That would be good. This is the current weather too. I think I did mention that I've changed the weather engine to Active Sky. If I haven't, I have, because the FS Global Real with P3D V5 stopped working.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, get out of the way, buddy. Otherwise I'll run you over. So wait for it to say have a nice trip and I can take off the yep, see you later.
Adelaide, clearance delivery. City 9er194.
We've got another plane that's also about to take off. He's off to Willie, wherever that is. Right, get out of the way and then I can start taxiing. Why are you standing there? Come on, get going.
Adelaide, ground, Qantas 766 with information, Juliet. Request taxi, IFR. Qantas
Request taxi, even though I can just, it's literally just down there, that runway.
Using taxiway Bravo 2. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready. Adelaide, ground, City 9er194 with information,
let's go.
Juliet.
Let's put the flaps down.
IFR.
We'll press the F7.
9er194, taxi holding point
Very much.
runway 2, treat. Taxiway Alpha 6 Bravo 2. Contact tower on 120.5 when ready. Taxi, hold short runway 2 treat using taxiway Bravo 2. Qantas 766. Taxiing, hold short runway 2 treat via taxiway Alpha 6 Bravo 2. City 9er194.
Alright, so let's get going. This is the flight I've done. I wasn't ready when I went to do it. It was actually a nice and sunny day. And yeah, this is the flight. I hope you do enjoy it. This is going to be obviously a full flight video, so this flight video may be very long because Adelaide, Australia is a big country in case you didn't know. Lots of nautical miles to cover. So let's go and take taxi to runway 23, take off from runway 23, and get going. So we have our initial climb to 12,000 feet, and we'll be using the nav for everything, so this is going to be a full flight. And yeah, we'll probably sum up how P3D was for us in terms of flying. Go to final is clear. Looks like we're waiting for somebody to land.
Adelaide Tower, Qantas 766 at
We've got a
runway
velocity
23,
that's landing, it's
departure
Force
IFR
229.
Sydney. Qantas
Oh no, we're not waiting for it, we're going to get going right now.
Runway
Let's go.
2, treat service, wind 302 at 12. Clear for takeoff, runway 2, treat Qantas 766.
Alright, clear to takeoff, we're going to put the take the taxi lights off, I guess.
Velocity 229er cleared to land, runway 2, treat.
Why is he clearing to land when I'm taking off?
Cleared to land, runway 2, treat. Velocity 229er.
Let's get going. This is it. We're clear to takeoff. Let's get going. This is our first flight with the Boeing 737 on the channel. So let's go. Let's slowly ease the throttle and we're off. Right, we're watching speed. First speed is aligned. That's good. I'll put so we can see out the front and out the back so we can see where our speed is. We're actually not just taking off very well so far. Alright. I think it does the V speeds automatically anyway for us.
V1.
Yep.
Rotate.
Slowly.
V2.
Away we go. V2. And then we are off the ground. And we are climbing constantly. Gear up. And flaps up. There we go. And we're going to turn autopilot on as we always do. What's the command A? Command A. I don't know what to fly somebody out. Come on. Work with me. We're auto throttle on. We've got armor at 250.
No
Adelaide Tower, Qantas 5902, 15 miles northeast. Inbound ILS.
Alright, what's going on here?
Approach. Qantas 5902, Adelaide Tower.
Why's my autopilot? Oh, there we go. Which one? Right, we're going to go with LDAV and VDAV. Okay, we're contacting departure, and then we're going to go altitude hold, and vector speed of not 3500, we're going to go about 1800. Alright, we're off. We're off the ground, we're going at 12,000 feet for our first initial climb. Let's see how this goes. Right, contact departure.
Adelaide departure, Qantas 766 is climbing through 1,500.
We're doing a very wide turn here, over the ocean here.
Qantas 766, Adelaide departure, roger.
Altimeter is calibrated.
Qantas 766, turn right heading 225, resume on navigation, climb altitude 12,000.
Alright,
Turn right heading 225,
we're off.
proceed on course.
So this is it. This is the final flight of P3D. So I like to talk about it. I'd compare it to what Flight Simulator 10 has to offer. Which really, this, in my opinion, this is just a reskin of Flight Simulator 10. If you want to use it, you can. But I think this is actually a really good Flight Simulator still. Flight Simulator 10 was a great platform to play on. There was a lot of things for it over the last 14 years, which is absolutely crazy to think about. This game is 14 years old. So you can see that playing about to land, that's going from P8, which I believe is Perth. So let's go. We're off to the flight now. So yeah, so we might as well cover some. Was it still raining up here? Yeah, it's still raining up there. So we might as well cover some Flight Simulator news. As you know, August 18th is when Flight Simulator 2020 is coming out. That's why we decided to jump into P3D to do the final look at P3D / Flight Simulator 10, because this is what everybody uses nowadays. This and X-Plane 11, as well as Aerofly, which I don't believe Aerofly is a real flight simulator. That's just me, because I can go explore the whole world in flight simulators here, real flight simulators. In my personal opinion, so we're actually doing pretty well. We're still climbing pretty quickly. We're not going to be holding at 170 knots. We're going to be holding probably around about 250. That's going to be our speed that we're going to go, 250 knots, right about that. And the good thing, all the throttles are so I can take off the throttle down, take down the throttle lever. So let's get going. So yeah, so there are also some new add-on announcements. GSX is going to be coming to P3D, which is not P3D. Flight Simulator 2020. Yeah, to Flight Simulator 2020, and that's going to be very awesome. Which is will allow having Qantas stuff doing it. Obviously, PMDG is going to be coming to Flight Simulator 2020, which will be the very first aircraft we'll fly in Flight Simulator. Not even the standard aircraft. I mean, I'll probably fly the standard aircraft to try and find my house off camera, so I can get the settings right, ready for videos. So I'll be doing that over when it comes out on Tuesday. I haven't pre-ordered for the Steam version, so I'm getting the Steam version as soon as I saw it announced. I said I'll get it on Steam. And yeah, we're climbing very nicely by the looks of things. Looks like we're actually going to have a very good flight ahead of us, which is great. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So GSX is coming. There's also other airports. Apparently, there's like hundreds, if not thousands of. I think there's actually a lot more. But there's actually hundreds of, at least hundreds of companies are bringing stuff to Flight Simulator 2020 already because they have access to the SDK, which would be cool. So like you'll see things like PMDG. I believe Coronado's bringing stuff to Flight Simulator 2020. A2A, I believe, is, and everything like that. Like all the good stuff. I was flying a Coronado Seneca yesterday, and in New York. That was actually a good flight that I did. And I actually did the approach so well. I thought it did, but then it was actually slightly off the sensor wall. But yeah, we are at going climbing to 250. I'm sure that might not be realistic, but hey, that's what we're looking at. So we're leaving Adelaide now. So yeah, this is what the flight I did in January. That was way before the situation really took on top of things that we had to start closing things down. So we got lucky that we managed to travel this year.
Miles at your 10 o'clock, turn left heading 260, report runway in sight. Turn left heading 260.
We'll be flight level 370. A paraffin. Let's go to paraffin. Alright, we're about to pass 10,000 feet. Man, this is smooth so far. I don't think it's raining that much anymore. Yeah, up to the max, it's not raining anymore. I'll take the next frequency. I believe that's just where we will get.
Melbourne, control Qantas 766 is at 10,600, climbing altitude 12,000. Qantas 766, Melbourne, control Roger, altimeter 2983.
Let's see how we go. Alright, there you go, that's 2,000 feet somewhere along. As I've learned. Yeah, so I might as well cover some aviation news with Car Channel. Apparently Watch JR Go is going for a pilot license, so this is what I suggest you do. Watch JR Go is, if you're watching this video, is do some flight simulation. You can fly like the aircraft you want to fly, like you can fly it online easily. It might cost you money, but we'll go to the next priority.
Climb and maintain flight level 210, Qantas 766.
That's 210, we're not going that far, we'll go 1800 again because that's what I like. 1800's my lucky number, that's what I know we're actually very close, pretty good. But yeah, so I suggest for him to check out some flight simulators. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 would be a good option too because there's a lot of general aviation aircraft there. Flight Simulator 10 also is a very good one because there's a lot of add-ons for it. Even check out some of the A2A aircraft if you watch this because it's really realistic, those aircraft. They're quite the most realistic general aviation aircraft. Well, because obviously you go for your private pilot license. So congratulations for you. Good luck with that. Yeah, maybe in a few years I'm not too sure. That would be cool. So we're going out to flight level 210, so we're going to be going to like the high altitudes with the down altitude with the 200 altitude. And yeah, let's get going. Yeah, so that's very cool. Some other news, I guess we could talk about. Street Speed 717 has now owns a landing unit Guyana, so congratulations to Street Speed 717. I would not be surprised that the Guyana is going to be the next giveaway. I know for a fact that CR1 that he's got is C6, the silver C6 Corvette he's got, that's not the next giveaway. He's actually doing some stuff to it, he's backing up Street Speed for just like the C7. So it might be, it might not be very, yeah. We do still get the standard traffic, which annoys me. We still get like orbit, world travel, all of that good stuff. I mean, the only annoying thing is about Flight Simulator 2020 is like with the realistic traffic, you don't get the original like liveries. I guess then you get up once mates to go bigger than a whole geek done. Yeah, so we are still climbing up to 21,000 feet. We're over the clouds now, which is the best thing about IFR flying because you can go that hot, you can go so high and you don't see the ground, and you can see like the top of the cloud. It's very freaky, it's very cool.
Melbourne control.
That's what I love about flying.
Warp is climbing through 9,400 for altitude.
Is it Unity?
1,000.
Oh, that's the person that was landing. I'm taking a full bunch of feet. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. This is good so far. That's where we're cheered out of ground, so we get request attack with some of the taxi. So yeah, there you go. We are actually above the clouds now.
904, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Oh no, yeah, he's
Climb
going
and
to
maintain flight level 230. City 901, 904.
So I'll see how this goes. I was checking the time. We're going to be landing for quite a while. This is the longest flight we've done in P3D, I believe, as well, too, since we started P3D a couple of weeks ago. We started with like a GA, and then we went to a regional jet, then we went to an Airbus, and now we're in the Boeing. So what is your favourite aircraft? Like, what's your favourite aircraft to fly in? Let me know down in the comments down below. Maybe we can make it more entertaining. We'll talk about that. I really love be on the Airbus A350 actually. When we went to the United Kingdom last year, our first leg was from Adelaide to Doha, and we flew in the Airbus A350 from Qatar, and that was a beautiful flight. I absolutely loved it. It was a good aircraft. It was that comfortable, and then we flew from Doha to the United Kingdom with A380. I like the A380. I mean, I think I used to like flying in 777. Then I like the A350.
City Niner 1904, turn right heading 075, resume on navigation.
Okay,
Turn right heading 075, resume on navigation. City Niner 1904.
Yeah. So yeah, very cool indeed. Yeah, my favourite aircraft is definitely the Airbus A350. I wish Flight Simulator came with that from stock. I don't think it does. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. You only get the A320 Neo, which is the newest the Airbus, I think, and also the Boeing 747 in the standard models. I'm getting Premium Deluxe. I get the 787 Dreamliner. We're at 20,000 feet, so it should be with us any second now.
Jetstar 778, descend and maintain altitude 12,000.
It's got a level off at 21,000 feet, and we're still flying pretty decently. We're doing Mach 0.551, which is actually not the fastest, but pretty quick. Oh, I thought that was
Qantas 766, climb light level 270.
Right, we've got a 270 now.
Climb light level 270, Qantas 766.
270, we're going to go 1800 once again. That's our usual climbing feet per minute. Is it feet per meter? Feet per meter, I think it is. Feet per minute. I think it's feet per minute.
Melbourne Control Jetstar 764.
I find it really good.
Leaving flight level 266, turn flight level 260.
And this aircraft flies perfectly. If you want a really good 737, this is what I recommend. It's the PMDGs. I mean, they are pretty expensive, but I highly recommend it. Because this is as realistic as it gets. I mean, this is the NGXu, this is the latest aircraft they've brought out. Because they have the 737 regular, this one, 747, and the 777 for you to use. Otherwise, you can just stick with the default one, that's completely fine, but this is actually the best 737 aircraft you can fly. And they've also got a BC-6. So I will be purchasing all their aircraft on again, with some more than I expect. I'll probably start with the 737, and we might do a flight of the 747 in the future, like with the MBG 747. I don't know, we'll start with, our first flight will be this flight in 2020, like, because I want to compare, because as Sydney is a handcrafted airport in 2020, I want to compare, like, standard versus standard, so Adelaide International, like, was just sort of like, if you haven't seen it, you can go back in the video and just pause and take a screenshot, and compare it to the 2020 standard airport, to see how different it is, and also to, I've got a feeling it's going to be way better than 2020. I've got a feeling it's going to be 10 times.
City Niner 194, climb light
wow,
level
it's flying really quite
230.
quickly, that guy. Is that flight level 330 already?
Climb light level
We're still cloud
330.
surfing. I think when we get to cruising altitude, we'll take a screenshot for the fun down. I reckon that would be cool, seeing the plane at cruising altitude.
Melbourne Control 9, Victor Hotel X-ray Yankee Kilo, with you altitude 14,000. Mooney.
It's amazing. I thought GA aircraft has to fly way lower than that. I'm surprised. Make sure that's so it's winds 316 at 11 at YMBD. There's YMBD. Let me find that out. But yeah, we're flying very nicely. While we're flying over Murray Bridge, which is actually our local aerodrome, I'll be there for the first flight I would ever do in Flight Simulator 2020, which is going to be off camera, is finding my house, so I'll tell you if I actually found it or not in the first flight. Yeah, cool. So we've been inside the aircraft for about 30 minutes now, so that's actually not too bad. We're still climbing up to our cruising altitude, so I can get there as quickly as possible. I've only got to set the camera altitude, haven't I? I haven't turned the packs on all day. I'm an idiot. Let's turn that on. What's the light set for? Blade trippers off. Reset that. There we go. So we've got the packs on, that means the air conditioning can flow into the cabin for our lovely passengers.
Qantas 766, climb and maintain flight level 370.
There we go. This is it.
Climb and maintain flight level 370. Qantas 766.
Right, this is it. 370 is our cruise. So we're passing the Pankey vector now, which is great. Our TCAS is off apparently. I would have dirt deploy. Actually, I think that's for this. There we go. Turn that on there. Let's turn the TCAS on. Yeah. TA on. Here we go. We're actually now climbing past 28,000 feet. So when we get to cruising altitude, I'll take a screenshot for the thumbnail. Doing flight Qantas 766. Just like I did with the Airbus. Oh yeah, look at how beautiful it is out here. That's what I love about flight simulators, like and flying in general. I think I've mentioned it before, but flying on top of the clouds, it's actually amazing to see what it looks like above the clouds. Flying over like the sky, like which is crazy to think about. So we're flying over. Yeah, we're still climbing nicely. This plane is doing really well. I mean, if it's stable at 37,000 feet, we'll try and go up to 39,000 feet. How about that? And because that's why, because the aircraft I'm referencing it to was last flight in March, and that managed to do 39,000 feet, no problems. So then we come out to the Pankey. We're about 9 miles away. 9 nautical miles, not 9 miles, 9 nautical miles to get into the front. So every Friday we'll be having a flight simulator video. It can range from. Oh god damn it! What the hell? Why's my speed slowing down?
180 Jetstar 764. Turn left heading 230. Descend flight level 260.
Our speed's slow. Crap. I need to speed it up. 3.75 to do. Oh god damn it.
Turn left heading 260.
So our speed's low. Oh no. Looks like we're not doing this flight today, ladies and gentlemen. We are crashing down now. Come on, go up.
Airspeed more. Airspeed more.
Come on, go up. Come on. What the hell? That's a first. Oh, this channel. Oh, get up, recover it. Yeah, I know. We're at spot 90. Oh my god. Phew. That was a first. Alright, we good? Speed up. That's what the problem is, it's the speed. Why's my speed slowing down? Right, go back to nav. Turn autopilot back on. Go and it should hopefully revert. That was annoying, that was silly. Damn aircraft. Autopilot hold, back to speed, also hold, but not no, it's not wanting to climb further. Looks like we might be.
766. Contact Melbourne Control Pond 122.1.
It's like, what the fuck happened? What the hell happened?
Over 2122.1.
Looks like we have to stay at 30,000 feet, which means the flight's going to be slower. Because it won't go further. I don't know what the hell happened.
Melbourne Control Qantas 766.
Right, so I'm going to request flight level 310, so we'll stay at 310. That's the safest down
Qantas
here.
766 Melbourne Control, roger.
Right, so I'm going to turn on the nav. I don't know if the nav's holding. Find out. Is it on? No, it's not. LNAV and VNAV. And we're going to ask the request for. So 7 minus is 6,000 feet.
Melbourne Control Qantas 766.
They can't climb farther.
Qantas 766, please expedite your climb to flight level 370. Qantas 766, descend flight level 310.
Yeah, we'll stay at 31,000 feet because it's the safest option.
Descend flight level 310.
So our cruising altitude has changed. Obviously, we're begging it's 500, so we're
Melbourne
at
Control
5,000 feet.
Niner 4 with you.
I mean, that's so annoying, but hey.
Melbourne Control, roger.
Still taking photos of the plane in the plane, so it's hoping the plane to actually come up. So it's actually getting lined back up. That is the. I've never had that happen before. The flaps are up and everything like that. Right. Let's do that. So what I'll do is wait for the team to come up. And then I'll just come menu. Oh, this way. quite good this year. There we go. Yeah, so now we almost crashed. I saved it. I've saved it. Thank God for that. I saved the crash. Alright, so now we're just going to continue on 31,000 feet. So sorry, the flight video is going to be even longer because I can't get to 37,000 feet for some random reason. At least it's beach climbing to 0.75 mark. That's probably too crazy. I'd probably say about there, 0.7. Yeah, we'll just fly on low 31,000 feet. I tried going to then suddenly it just spazzed out. This is all going in the video anyway, so it's completely fine. 40 minutes has been, and it's almost had a crash. Alright. We're actually not too bad now. Sweet, well, away we go. So I hope you're enjoying yourself so far, though. I do apologise about that. It just had, I think it had like a wind strike or something like that. I believe that's what it is. Like a huge gust of wind went to the aircraft and completely spun me out. If you have an idea of how I could fix that so that I can climb far further in this kind of weather, please do let me know in the comments below. I do really appreciate it. But we're at 310. That's the best altitude we can go. I don't mind. We have 35 miles to the next field, so the speed holding is on, so I can take off my throttle. Yeah, so we're going to stay in this flight level. So yeah, this is our cruising altitude. Unfortunately, I was going to say 370 was our cruising altitude, so I might turn the cabin altitude to 31,000 feet. Yeah, 31,000 feet, just like that. Alright, we're just over the clouds. So we can go airport back. No, we can't, we can go. So we're doing 290 knots anyway, so it's actually not too bad. We're doing 290 knots. We're doing 447 knots ground speed, which is what in miles per hour for your Americans. I'll consider you Americans. Jesus Christ. Cruise. So let's find out what 447 knots is. That's our ground speed. Miles per hour. We are doing 500 miles an hour, or if you're Australian like me, that's about 800 something k's an hour. So we're doing about 500 miles per hour, which is actually pretty quick still. We're doing about 800 kilometers per hour. How long is the flight? How long is Sydney? So it's about 1,100 kilometers. So if you work that out, that's just over an hour. That's not too bad. That's an hour and 50 minutes flight. So it's just over an hour, which is not half bad. So like I said before, this is going to be a long video. So this video is late because I usually make videos come out at 5:30. By the looks of things, it will be, which is a shame. But yeah, we're not needing to talk to agency anytime soon. We're going to our next location, our next vector, which is solar. Is it solar or solar? Okay, I'll find out. We've got the flight plan here. We are passing. We got Boeing. That's Boeing. So we've got Boeing. We're at our top of the climb now, which is good. Then we're going to Prepar3D, then we'll go to Natia, Tobob, Cullen, Taro, Rivet, Bigham. Still got a bit of flight time to go. So we've still got a bit to go. But we're doing about 447 knots, 412 knots airspeed, which is really good. But according to the indicated airspeed, we're about 250. That's how quick this is. So if I fly down, we're actually now inside of, looks like, I don't know, we're out of the state yet. Find out on the Navigraph charts. Are we out of the state yet? Because I've got Sydney. Give me a second. We'll see if we find out if we are actually out of the country. Give me a second. Because really, I don't need to do anything else. I'll just let the aircraft fly itself. Give me a second here. Are we out of the state? I think we are. I think we're in Victoria now. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're in Victoria now. We're flying past Mildura, but just to the left of us. Mildura's down there, and we also have Warrnambool there. Down there. Yeah, we're actually cross over to the New South Wales border. Not bad. Then we fly over to Canberra, and then we go to Sydney Airport. That's how we go. So yeah, very cool flight indeed. But yeah, we're definitely flying into Victoria now. So Melbourne's to the right of us, like 2 o'clock or something like that. 2 o'clock. So yeah, pretty decent flight. Good cruising speed of 257 knots.
3682, turn left heading 285, descend and maintain flight level 180.
Okay, that person's descending.
3682, you are 87.
Visual runway 27. One fats.
Heading 285, descend flight level
I don't even
180, expect vector.
Find out.
Runway 27.
So let's talk about P3D. How the experience has been with P3D. Because I like P3D, like I've said, is, in my opinion, a really good flight simulator. I mean, it's probably way better than it. It's like it does a lot more in terms of like, between P3D and FSX. FSX is like a 22-bit thing, it's 14 years old. P3D V5 only just came out in April, so that's why I went with that to slow the flights into the state with P3D V5. It only just came out in April. Yeah, like I said, opposed to P3D V4, which lots of people have used. I haven't used P3D V4. I think the last P3D version I used properly was P3D V2. So, and then I realised how similar it is to FSX. And then I'll be able to P3D V5, and I love it. I mean, it's still very similar, but it's not like, it's, yeah, like, more stable than FSX, I would say. FSX is a 14-year-old program, just keep that in mind. Whilst this hasn't had much issues at all, this computer, but this computer I'm using hasn't had much issues. I might be upgrading this computer next year, except for flight simulator 2020 and a whole bunch of other stuff. And yeah, I mean, this computer's been great. We've been holding straight up 2.67 mark. I mean, we can go a little down, but no, this is actually a same cruising speed. Oh, well, it's going to drop a little bit. Down. Do I want to change it? Let's do it 2.82. So we're crossing the Murray River just about to be, which I've been on the Murray River a couple of times. If you are new to the channel, I've had videos in the past of being on a catboat, which was a lot of fun. We do these edited videos, like music videos. It's very fun to do. If you've got a houseboat with a family, I suggest you can try that out too. If you're bored, just make a music video. It's actually a lot of fun. We're planning our next one, hopefully if the borders are open next year between Sydney and Adelaide. We might be going again next year. And I might even see my vlog because I'm getting a new phone next month. I'm not saying what phone I'm getting. But I'm getting a new phone in the next month and I'm going to be doing a review on my Tax Tech Review channel on my current phone, which is a Huawei Mate 3i. I'll talk about the experience I've had with it.
Turn right, heading 300, pre-sell on navigation. Turn right, heading
Let's fly over Singapore. I don't even have my, I don't even need my, traffic leader anymore. Let's find out. Where's that? Air traffic. I'm guessing it's this 777, so you'll see this pop up. Yeah, it's 777. So we're still cruising very nicely. You might hear me just hit the audio turn on and off a little bit. And yeah, we don't have any turbulence pilot thing, which is really nice. This is realistic level 2, which is a surprise. There's no turbulence. Alright, so we just went across the Murray River, so we may experience a little bit of turbulence. There's a good thing with this thing, I can actually see where we exactly are. So we're just going to go to Nustier next. I think it's Nustier. We're on the boiler route, so we're going to Nustier. Actually, I find out on the flight plan. Is that where we go past next? It's Nustier. Yeah, we are. Passing Nustier, then go to Tibub, and then we start descending past that to go past Coolum. Then we go to Coolum and start ascending to the end. So we already have at this cruising altitude 2 more vectors that we need to pass. So yeah. So if you do find so I can't wait to experience Flight Simulator 2020. I bet you guys are too. I believe it's going to be one of the most sold games on Steam and maybe on the Microsoft Store, because lots of people want to go find a house and try out Flight Simulator again, because this is the game that really brings the Flight Simulator to the next level. So yeah, for Prepar3D, I'll give it a great Flight Simulator. Prepar3D is like a professional version of Flight Simulator 10, I guess you can call it. Like, I remember back in the day we had Flight Simulator 2002 Professional and Flight Simulator 2002 Regular. I believe I had to. So yeah, I'll still be making content on this game, as well as the older Flight Simulators if you want to see that. From Flight Sim 2002 is the oldest I've got, until Flight Simulator 2020, and as well as X-Plane 10 and 11. As you might be just saying Plane 11, because I can't find one like this for X-Plane 10. Because X-Plane 10 is actually a really cool game. I've played X-Plane 11 too. I've never played X-Plane myself. X-Plane, P3D, FS10 and older Flight Simulators. There's a lot of Flight Simulators you can play on the channel. If there's any others who want to recommend to me, let me know in the comments down below. So I've got, like, even if it's something older you want to see. I prefer the ones that have air traffic control, because that's the most realistic. Especially this has air traffic control. If you want me to do like a video of it in FS10, I'll love it also. But yeah, I forgot to put the order brakes on. They probably will take it off for the RCO. That's okay. Got order brakes on for the RCO. And yeah, we're nice and comfortably cruising. We've got 58 miles to our next stage. It's a very long flight, like I said. Yeah, I might as well just probably yeah. This is the probably longest one, unfortunately. And we're going 448 knots, so we're actually gaining some airspeed, because I think the wind's actually flying right behind us now, so we're actually heading 080. So that would speed us up a little bit more. Should I try? No, I'm not going to try climbing again. I'm happy with 31,000 feet. Plus we're doing 0.7 Mach anyway, which is actually pretty quick. What is the max cruise speed of a Qantas 737? Let me find out and I might do that speed. Because I think it's different to every airline. 850 kilometers an hour. Which is what in knots? 0.691, so we're actually a little bit faster than the actual cruising speed of a Qantas 737.
Melbourne Control 2084.
Yeah, so we can have some ATC turbulence, especially now.
Altitude 14,000.
Okay, so we've got 347.
Melbourne Control, roger.
So 300, so it's actually the wind that's affecting the speed. The next generation, well, this is the next generation view, so I'm guessing, if you're an airline pilot, what's the difference between the NGXu and the standard NGX 747? Let me know down in the comments down below. I'm quite interested in that. I don't think there's much difference. Because I'm remembering about the PMDG 747, so a little bit. It's actually not that much different. But our first flight will be in this aircraft in Flight Simulator 2020 if it's out day one. Otherwise, we'll just fly somewhere else. We might do a GA flight. Again, we'll start with a GA, then we'll move on to our big commercial class. We have to get some juice to sort of ask to I see if there's specific flying to fly more if we want to. I'm kind of tempted to see if we can go up 1,000 feet, so let's see if we can.
Albert, control Qantas 766, west flight level 320. Qantas 766, climb by
If we can,
320.
looks like we can't.
Climb flight level 320.
So vector space, don't hold it, I'm going to start up and press this. It might work this time. It might work this time, let's try it. If it works, we'll go back to 370 and cruise there. It looks like it's working. I think because the winds have kind of stabled up here at 31,000 feet, we might try to go back up, 37, back up to 370, and then we could speed up the flight a little bit. We're almost there anyway. That actually was faster than I thought. We're passing that here now. There we go. That actually worked. We're 1,000 feet higher now. So we're going to try 37,000 feet again.
Albert, control Qantas 766, west flight level 370. Qantas 766, climb and maintain flight level 370. Climb flight level 370.
Let's try this again.
Qantas 766.
We're going out to 370 again. This is the second try.
Descend and maintain 2,200.
Oh, correct aircraft descending to the investigation, I'm guessing. Let's hope to God that this will work. Maybe not. Oh, no. Ah! Oh, wait, it could be speeding up. Yeah, it looks like it's working now. We're up to going up to 37,000 feet, so that's going to be our cruising altitude set. So I'm going to put the cabin altitude up to 37,000 feet. There we are. So then that should be a huge issue. Yeah, we're climbing pretty decently. Well, uh-oh. Don't crash now. Don't crash now. I bet it's going to crash. If it crashes, I've ended the video here. It did. Alright, that was a quick flight in FS10, P3D. It was a fail, obviously. I'm not re-recording it because it's coming up to 10 past 4 and I need to get this video out. So, unfortunately, that's where we're going to leave it. Abruptly, I'm very upset that was the case. Next week, we'll hopefully Flight Simulator 2020 we don't have those issues, and we'll be doing the PMDG 737, we're doing the proper flight. So we're just pretty much comparing the thing. We might do the second half later, we might do Sydney to Adelaide next time if we're in P3D, to compare them both. I'm very upset about that. If PMDG is watching, please fix that. I don't know if it was your fault if my computer decided to crash, but I'd rather have this video end now, rather than re-record it. I thought that we were doing so well and the game just crashed. So, we did have a bit of a fail. We'll leave it there. So, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit the like button down below. If you're stumbling for the first time, please subscribe. Really, I'm not recording this again. Take care, have a good one. Bye-bye.